Dear ministers, dear colleagues, dear guests, we had a very rich and candid exchange of views on preventive diplomacy. And at first there was a broad agreement that the principles of the Article 2 of the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation are still relevant today, although they are facing a lot of challenges being tested all the time. Then the discussion was really about what the preventive diplomacy is all about, and there it came the topic of addressing the root causes, fighting poverty, fighting climate change, also the health issues, and especially dealing with education. And in education, it is also important to really see the role of women, and in the peace building as well, because if women are involved, they are also involving the children, so they are either giving the hate towards the future generation or, cutting this chain. And that's why this is extremely important. The education part is extremely important to prevent conflicts in the future. Then we heard also that shared wish is to treat peace and security not as a standalone track. There were many who really explicitly linked it to development, connectivity, people-to-people ties as underlining conditions for stability. And peace building, it's not only about ending wars, but it's confidence building for the whole of society approach. It is also national reconciliation that requires everybody on board. And what is important is that nobody can force peace from outside. It has to involve the parties to the conflict. All the others can mediate and help, but it has to be agreement between the parties in the end. Now, what is the new challenge, of course, is technology, how technology is actually really stressing all these things that are already there, amplifying the threats that are there. What was also raised was accountability. Accountability is very important because if there is no accountability, there is no rebuilding, and therefore the cycle will continue. If there is no accountability, there will be revenge and retaliation, and we will see more of it. So really, this is also for our task in the multilateral forum. So thank you again for all the participants, especially thank my co-chair, Minister Zejano, for co-chairing and moderating, and really thank you all for your interventions.